Hello all, welcome to Simplified Bio by Sindhu. This is your Sudesh, biology teacher. So in previous video we have discussed about nutrition and different types of nutrition. In that we have discussed about autotrophic nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition, parasitic mode of nutrition, saprophytes and holozoic mode of nutrition. So in this video, let us completely concentrate on autotrophic mode of nutrition. So autotrophic mode of nutrition in case of plant, that means plant nutrition. So before going to start the lesson, so if you are new to our channels, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive the notification, and also share to your friends and comment your opinion about my teaching. So your one like may encourage me to do more and more and put more effort to do the more videos. So thank you. So let us move on to the session now. So plant nutrition. So how exactly plant nutrition will takes place? Plant nutrition. So we know that plant nutrition is autotrophic mode of nutrition. So you know that. So plant nutrition is nothing but autotrophic mode of nutrition. So we already discussed that it is a mode of nutrition in which the plants prepare or synthesize their own food by using some outside raw materials. So what are all the things? So plant nutrition, how it will occur? So they comes under autotrophs. What is autotrophic nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which the organisms prepare their own food. Okay, so through what exactly these organisms like plants, they'll prepare their own food? Can you tell me? Or think yourself, or write somewhere. Whenever I ask questions, so you without seeking for answer, you should tell yourself so that you can okay, so you can enhance your grasping power. So you can cross check whether what I am telling it is correct or what you thought it is correct. Okay, you can compare your answer so that you can increase and you will get to know that at what level you are. Okay, so let us talk about this plant nutrition. As I told, it is autotrophic nutrition. So and I told that this will occur through photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. So what do you mean by this? So most probably, very less case they will ask what is photosynthesis. Very less case. Who will ask? Direct question. What is photosynthesis? Many of you will tell the mode of nutrition in which, the process in which the plants prepare their own food by using some raw materials. Everyone will tell, right? So that is why usually they will not ask what is photosynthesis. Most probably they will ask what are the events. Okay, or else if they ask what is photosynthesis, or indirectly they will ask what is the process through which plant prepare their own food, write the reaction. In this way they'll frame the question. The bold people will frame the question like this. Okay, so hope you are getting my point. So photosynthesis is the process in which the plants synthesize their own food by using CO2, H2O and sunlight. Or else you can give even one more way. The process of conversion of light energy into chemical energy. Okay, so it is a kind of process in which the process conversion of light energy into chemical energy. That also you can write, no issue. Okay, both are same. Okay, so when you write the equation, so it is like 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O. So gives rise to, in the presence of sunlight, who will absorb the sunlight? So that is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll will be absorbed. Chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight. So 6CO2 plus 12 H2O to form C6H12O6. Along with that, some byproduct will be produced. What are those byproducts? So you will get 6O2 plus 6H2O. Okay, so this will be liberated. Okay, so this is going to be liberated. That is what. Okay, so you may get questions like, where does this oxygen come from? So even in higher classes, it is proven that this oxygen is evolved from, or oxygen is obtained by water, not by carbon dioxide. Don't write carbon dioxide. So where do you get from this? So whenever you are writing the process, so photolysis, that means the splitting of water, the water will be split into hydrogen and oxygen. So that oxygen is this. So you should know this. Okay. So this is photosynthesis. So the process of preparation of own food, that is the process in which the plants synthesize their own food by using CO2, H2O, carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. Okay. So what are the raw materials? So many times they may ask, write the raw materials. So this equation, learning this equation is very, very important. Okay. So when you learn with the concept which is explained in an easy way, it will be very easy to understand. So raw materials required. Raw materials required for this, as I told, carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. So these are the very important raw materials. So you may get the questions like, what are the inorganic raw materials which are involved in the photosynthesis? Okay, so you just comment what are the inorganic raw materials which are required for photosynthesis. Let me see how many of you will comment. How many of you know the correct answer? So with one time in exams they may ask. So CBSE, as it is settled syllabus, the syllabus is very easy and the way of asking question may be little application level. Okay, so that you have to be prepared very well, so that you have to focus on each and every line of the textbook. So that this is a small task for you people. So let me see how many of you will comment. So when you are talking about the raw materials, how these raw materials will be obtained by the plants. So the first, the CO2 and H2O. So CO2 is taken up by the CO2 is by the plants through the stomata. Okay, so let us discuss about this stomata later. So when you are talking about this water, how water will be obtained? So water is taken up by the plants through roots. Okay, so through the roots. So then sunlight. So sunlight will be absorbed by Sunlight will be absorbed by a special structure. So in which a special pigment will be there, which we will call it as chlorophyll. Okay. So then where exactly this photosynthesis will happen? So in previous class, in your lower classes, you might have heard about leaves. Means you might have heard about leaves as a food factory of the plant or kitchen of the plant, isn't it? Food factory or kitchen of the plant. So let us discuss about the site of the photosynthesis. Site of photosynthesis. Where exactly it will take place? Site of photosynthesis. So if you observe, so let me write the diagram for so quickly. Hope you are following. So very easy. So like barrel shaped cells you should write. Barrel shaped cell. And this diagram also there is a chance of asking in the exam. So these are the barrel shaped cells. Okay. So like this. So again, see. So these are the palisade parenchymatous cells, where all these parts consist of. See, is this so difficult to write? No, right? It is very easy only. So hope you will learn very easily. Okay. So one more time you write. Try to write. So when you are a biology student, it is must and should. So you should learn how to write the diagram very well. Okay. So along with that, you will find some cells. See children. So this is the lower epidermis. So here you will find the God cells. See. Okay, this is how your and one more. So here you will find the dotted structures, which we will call it as chloroplast. Okay, so they'll give the diagram. They'll ask you to these type of questions. Hope you are writing and you are feeling easy only, I think. So here you will find the cuticle layer. Even if in exam if you write this much, it is more than enough. Okay, so let us label the parts. Labeling is very important. All the labels should be on the right hand side. Okay, so this is cuticle, a waxy layer. This is upper epidermis, and this is, these cells are parenchyma cells. So when you go to higher classes, it will be, they'll teach separately palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. So now you should know. So this is parenchyma cells. So parenchyma cells, and then lower epidermis. And these cells are guard cells. Okay, and this structure is called as stomata. So where do you find stomata? So you will find the stomata in the lower surface of the leaf. Okay, so why these stomata will find in a lower surface? More stomata are placed at lower surface of the leaf. Can you tell me why? So think once. So ask the question yourself why they are present and try to get the answer. So it is very easy. So only the thing you have to give work to your brain. Then only it will be. So you will get the answer. No issue. So shall we move on to the next? So this is the structure. So in this, where exactly the what you call the photosynthesis will happen? Okay, so here whatever the dotted lines I have write, and these are called. See here also in stomata, guard cells you will find dotted lines, and these are called chloroplast, a special structure in which you will find the special pigment which is called as chlorophyll will absorb the sunlight. Okay, so hope you are following me very well. So let us write the structure of chloroplast. Okay, so if you write one chloroplast is a double membrane structure. So just I'm not going in depth. So if at all, if they go application level, for that reason I'm just giving explanation. So you will find thylakoids. So these are called thylakoids, and all the thylakoids stack one over the other, which are called as grana. Okay. Okay, so this is what do you call chloroplast. So this is stroma, and this is grana, and the individuals of this grana are called thylakoids. In grana, the light reaction will take place. In stoma, the dark reaction will takes place. Okay, so this is the site of photosynthesis. Okay, so and one more very important structure that we have to talk about is stomata. Okay, so through the stomata, the carbon dioxide is taken up by the plant, which is very important, a very essential raw material for the photosynthesis. So what are those stomata? How you will define the stomata? Very simple. Everyone knows that. Even 6th standard students, they define what are stomata. So the tiny pores found in the lower surface of the leaf, found in the lower surface of the leaf. Okay, so these stomata, most probably it asks you question where you people are going to find the lower surface of the leaf. Okay, so very important functions of stomata. So very important, these questions you may get for what are stomata, write the functions, or what are stomata, mention the functions of stomata. Okay, so the major function is gaseous exchange. So gaseous exchange, that means so they'll take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. During the respiration, they will intake oxygen and they release carbon dioxide. This you should know. Okay, during photosynthesis, they will intake carbon dioxide and release oxygen. During respiration, they intake oxygen and release carbon dioxide. Okay, and apart from that, so you should know one more important functions of stomata are transpiration. Okay, so transpiration. So what do you mean by transpiration? Everyone knows that the loss of water or the removal of water. Okay, this is what the function of stomata. So stomata, it is very easy to write. So if you see, this is how you are going to write the stomata. See, these are subsidiary cells, and this is open stomata. This is open stomata. I'll write here. This is open stomata, and one more. See? Hope you are following me. Okay, so this is actually closed stomata. So this opening and closing of stomata is regulated by water. Okay, so this opening and closing of stomata is regulated by water. Can you tell me how? So when the water enter into the stomata, so it will become turgid. So it maintains the turgidity. That means this guard cell swells up and this hole will open. Okay, this stomatal aperture, what you will call, it will open. Okay, when water come out through exosmosis, everyone knows the movement of water molecule. So, okay, from inside to outside, that is exosmosis, and through the endosmosis, the cell swells up and the stomatal aperture will open. Okay, when through the exhaust muscles the water come out, so that the cell shrinks, so the stomatal aperture will be closed. Okay, so here these are God cells, and you know that God cells. Okay, this is stomatal aperture. Okay, this is open stomata and this is closed stomata. So very important. So you have to learn. So they may ask, see, however they may ask the questions. So there is no limit for asking questions. Okay, like they may ask you, so write how exactly the opening and closing of stomata will happen, or the regulation of God cell. How exactly the opening and closing of stomata, or how the regulation of opening and closing of stomata will takes place. Okay, so you have to be ready for that. Okay, so now, so site of photosynthesis you got to know. It will take place in chloroplast, and this stomata will help in exchange of gases as well as transpiration. So carbon dioxide will be taken, and you have the water which is taken up by the roots. So one more very important thing that you have to read, or at least by heart, because it is very important, very important. So they'll ask, write the 3 events that will takes place in case of photosynthesis. What are the 3 events that takes place in case of photosynthesis? You have to be prepared for that question, which is very important. Okay. Children, it is also very important concept, of which very important thing that you have to remember. If you are not able to recall, at least write 5 to 6 times and by heart. So way you may get this question in your board exam. It is very simple. The first step, the events of photosynthesis. So there are 3 important events that you have in your photosynthesis. The first one is absorption of sunlight by chlorophyll. Absorption of sunlight by chlorophyll. And the second one, conversion of light energy into chemical energy, and also light energy, and also what you can call that, splitting up of water H2O into hydrogen and oxygen. And the last event is that reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. carbohydrates. Reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. So these are the three important events that takes place in photosynthesis. Okay, so what are those? The absorption of sunlight by the chlorophyll, and then conversion of this light energy into chemical energy and splitting up of water into hydrogen as well as oxygen, and then so you have reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. Okay, so this is all about the photosynthesis. So in next video, so let us talk about, so till now we talked about raw material like sunlight, chlorophyll or carbon dioxide. These are all very important for the process of photosynthesis. Is there any proof? Yes. So with some experiments we can prove that. So these are all very much essential for the photosynthesis. So in next video we will be discussing about those raw materials required for photosynthesis essentiality. Okay, so like how to prove that they are essential. Okay, till then keep watching. So keep supporting me like this. So share to your friends, subscribe, and thank you.